All right, here we go again. Buckle up. All right, heel road rage. Pulling out a parking spot here. That's that. Heel road rage. That's a issue we have around this area. Comes up every so often. Yeah, we healed it before it went away. Kind of. We were having a ton of it. Right. Somebody's actually probably projecting that. We just doink their it wastes their anti power because now we heal it. Hmm. Had no right to do anything. All scammers. How many people in government? Oh wait, what are they doing here? Test the audio. Test the audio. Test the audio. I gotta make sure this works. All right, something's wrong with the audio. Let's see if this is working. All right, so if you didn't hear heel road rage, and then something came up after that while I was trying to fix this, and it was like a drove by on a trailer, and I know sometimes we have heavy equipment rage. So again, I don't see that locally. I see the road rage Overland Park, Olathe, Shawnee, all those places we have that. Right. But I don't see. I don't see the heavy equipment road rage necessarily isolated to this area. So that'd be awesome. Yeah, one of the things in Altoona though, they want that 100% deposit up front. So I'm sure people destroy places around there pretty good. So look at what's going on there. Better get your $1,000 up front, right? You ain't gonna get it on the other side. Right. That's just bizarre. It's like nobody in there. No need for an appointment. I guess first time you don't make an appointment, then everybody comes at the same time. Right? Kind of due diligence, I guess. No, I got a lot of work in it. They try to get me to take down the ark early. They want it. Well, that's what their hope is. The last time I never got the ark set back up. So actually, that's part of what they're doing. This is really what those people are up to. They're saying, I shouldn't have an ark. I don't deserve an ark. That kind of shit. Yeah, but they deserve a million temples, right? Big bank accounts and big cars and big house. Same bullshit every day with those people, right? Mm. Now they make all sorts of criminally intentioned arguments that are felony in nature. No, they aren't covered by law enforcement, even if they are covered by corruption. Now it's community's poison, man. Overland Park is poison. Just past that box. Yeah, they know what they're doing, man. They devils. They may be somewhat willfully ignorant, but they all devils, and they know it. They're in devil societies playing out devilry and calling every effectuation of their curses God. Well, aren't you doing that more? We got yeah. Well, no, I am with God, and that's obvious. CIA would even tell you that if they weren't afraid to say it, right? Yeah, these people that when they killed me in life, they chose Barabbas. They just keep choosing Barabbas every time, right? They probably got paid money because I won't say Jesus anymore. now they owe their boss or the boss. They probably gave him a bonus. They give him the whole Weinstein thing. That's what's going on everywhere, everywhere. Even right, you get paid bonus. Rest is an illusion. Research. Well, again, the idea of having sympathy for children from wherever it was, Honduras, Guatemala, yeah, that should exist, but you can't let them game the system, right? Because then we could be raising our kids federally. We don't even raise our kids federally, right? 100%. Meanwhile, they stuck in some shitty state system, getting molested by a deep state boss. Right. Now, there was never a day that they weren't taking down my life. There was never a day. They're pieces of shit. Been there since I was at least in my 20s. Now, when I went for other dates, that's when other operations began. Right? And of course, when the internet started, then they were able to do a lot more than they used to do because they had the algorithms. Right? No, the algorithms are evil, man. They use them for all sorts of debauchery. Like I said, they'll put in there that their kid will be a genius, or their kids will be geniuses, and your kids will be autistic perverts. But then but when it comes to eternal damnation, it's the reverse. They're going to go to hell, and the other people won't. The key is the highest like it's like I went to. They suggested I go to the home church and Grace Fellowship of God. So I went to the home church. But no doubt, they all operators. Every last one of them was an operator. There's one guy and a bunch of women. And each woman look, or not each, but a lot of the women look like certain women that were in recent history. So then they go. And I thought it was odd. They're like, okay, we're gonna go out with one another, like to coffee, and they're like, you and this woman are gonna go out to coffee. So get in there, right? So I go out to coffee, and I'm like, this is deep state setup. We didn't call it deep state back then. Right? And they're already trying to psychologically operate me in the session. He was doing a bunch of shit with his fingers, and just trying to, I know what he's doing. Right? The CIA shit to try to what they're trying to do. Like they don't know that it really exists. Like I guess some of them do, but they're trying to get your. They're not trying to wake me up. They're trying to wake me up to the psyops. So I'll become who they want me to become. Right. So I go out and I go most likely CIA. I mean, it could have been most likely CIA. Right. Get a big job in the CIA to go overseas and be a billionaire. Play like you're multimillionaire business person. You understand the life to live in? Right. Right. So we go out to get coffee, and she goes, "Now you're supposed to." Already talked to the group leader. You're supposed to arrange coffee with another one of the members of the group, and they're all women. Right. I'm like, oh, okay. Bye. Right. You go to hell for that kind of shit. But we're all multi-millionaires because we did that to you. Mr. Steele takes care of us. What Steele, a colonel in the CIA? What rank they give him? I guess he's a general, right? Now, now the generals are all like those people, right? So they're going to tell us how to spot the Antichrist. But it's the weirdest part is they're all devils now in the church, which means they took over the church, but it's all devils. Right. No, it's not like they took over the church and they deceived the good people. The good people are put out. They can't stay. Right. Yeah. So the church is now just like working in the Marshal Service in Baltimore, a bunch of cheap shit, nobody scumbags. Right. Now some of the deputies that came from DC were okay. Agreed. Remember that, United We Stand? That's what it was supposed to be. But it was a deep state scam. It wasn't real. Because even after like Perot was gone, they still were doing the United We Stand under the Bush administration and all that. Right? Like, you're so evil that we have to. The Democrats and Republicans are coming after you. Right? There are never political parties, never were. It's a manipulation that spies use to steal the world from good people and put everything in their own pockets while they burn everything, like Nero burning Rome. My neighbor, she positions herself right behind my rear view mirror while I'm in reverse trying to pull out and just stares at me. She'll go to hell, believe me. You can laugh all she likes. She's going to hell with her other brother. Well, stay peaceful. Praise God.